Now I get to it. Cakes, biscuits, chocolates, sweets. Is that a strategy? Is that what people do? Let's ask the board. I'm so stressed I need some sugar. Ding! Absolutely correct. Now, purposes of time, I'm going to speed it up a little bit. Those 4 things, what are they? Stimulants. Caveman Joe walking through the jungle. I'm going to do this in fast motion. Walking through the jungle, saber-tooth tiger jumps out in front of him. We pause that moment, pull him to the side, we give him 4 double vodka Red Bulls. We get to smoke 10 BNH, 4 Mars bars. And what was the other one? And we get to drink 4 double espressos. Is he relaxed now? So why would you do it? Avoid stimulants. If you're stressed already, think about what you can do to relax rather than putting in something that makes the situation worse. I can talk much more about why that happens and why we turn to these things. I don't have the time to do that today, so please come and ask me more about that later. What is your body expecting when it comes under attack? If a saber-toothed tiger jumps in front of you, what's your body anticipating? Yeah, so would it be fair to say physical activity? Yeah? It's expecting to be fighting or running. That's the best way to burn off stress. That's what your body's anticipating. That's the only way to burn off the adrenaline and cortisol effectively. Do some activity. Walk, stretch, run, jog, whatever. Breathe. It helps. And it's free. No byproducts. Doesn't cost anything. No expensive therapist. No credit card required. You can do it yourself anytime, any place, anyhow. Do a stress reduction technique every day. How many of you find time to relax on a daily basis? Be honest. What does that involve? Great. Most people, when you talk about relaxing, they're watching television. Strictly speaking, it doesn't count. It's fine to watch television, but it doesn't count because your brain is still being stimulated. I'm talking about even 5 to 10 minutes a day where you can just switch off. Light a candle, stare at a candle, count to 10, breathe, whatever. Come talk to me, I'll tell you more about how we can support you in that process. Get enough sleep. Most of you are experiencing the Roadrunner effect when you get to bed. Anyone watched Roadrunner before? What happens to Roadrunner when he stops running? His legs don't keep going. His body stops, his legs stop, but his body's going off like this. Can you all relate to that? Running really fast while he carries leaving trap and he does this. I call that the Roadrunner effect. I watched hundreds of hours of Roadrunner to come up with this extremely scientific analogy. That's what each and every one of you do. You rush around all day, even when you're not physically rushing, your brain's rushing around, you're thinking about all these things, you get into bed, your body stops, your brain's still doing this. You can't sleep in that state. It's just not possible. Again, I can't go into it in much more detail, but you get where I'm going with that. Take some time to wind down. If you've got children, you know this works, because you'll give them a warm bath and read them a story or sing them a song, give them a warm drink. You avoid television and sugar. And then you go downstairs, make yourself a cup of coffee, turn the television on, do the reverse for yourself. Beyond me. And the last thing I'm going to leave you with, because I probably overshot the amount of time that I had available, is learn to accept what you cannot change. There's a well-known prayer that asks for the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things that I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. That philosophy will help you to avoid unhappiness, cynicism, and bitterness. Now, I just finished with leaving you with a story. What is something that we complain about a lot in the UK? That we get together and complain about all the time, and no matter how much we complain, we'll never change it? The weather. If we all hold hands now and meditate and focus and pray, can we change the weather? I like your thought, I like your power. But ultimately, why waste your energy on the things that we can't change? We could use that energy for something that we can. If you don't like the weather here, what I say to everyone, and my wife's from New York, and she always complains about the weather, either you kind of get used to it, and I've said this to her before, I love it to death, but if you don't like the weather, I'm meditating. Hopefully, you've all been able to take something away from today that will allow you to think about things a little bit differently and learn how you can get a handle on stress, how you can reduce that stress, so you can begin thinking about how to achieve the success that you deserve. Thank you for giving me the opportunity to talk to you today.